So sorry that took forever, Raider Nation. Welcome back to another episode of the Raider Critique, man. This is the off-season, episode 7 of the Raider Critique. That's right. I'm actually out here putting out content during the off-season. Well, the first thing I want to talk about, and I know that I am probably doing this show for absolutely no one, but the live chat is over here in the corner. If you were all looking to chime in, don't chime in all at once. You know, I've got a few of y'all who were in here, but I was taking too long to get all this set up, and it was taking forever to get it done. Well, now we're going to go over here and we're going to talk a little bit about Denzel Good. Denzel Good retires after 8 years in the NFL. I've got a little story right here that I can read about him, and this is from our brothers at Silver and Black Pride. The headline is Raiders News: Denzel Good retires at age 31. Now you can actually go on Silver and Black Pride, SB Nation. Just go ahead and Google it about Denzel Good and you can read his tweets. I'm not going to read those to you, but I am going to read the article to you. Now it says, a quiet day off from training camp took a surprising turn Monday afternoon when the Las Vegas Raiders announced that guard Denzel Good, who was likely a starter, has retired from the NFL. Now, it was just last Thursday that the team was encouraged about Good when he was cleared to practice. Now, Good tore his ACL in Week 1 last season, and it turns out that that was his final NFL game. Good worked hard to come back from the injury. He practiced the first 3 days of training camp, but he was not on the field Sunday. Clearly, Good felt the time for retirement is right. Now, Good, at 31 years old, was entering his 8th NFL season. He joined the Raiders in 2018. He started 23 of 36 games with the Raiders, and he had a salary cap number of $1.56 million for this season. With Good retiring, the Raiders re-signed offensive lineman James Meredith, who was released earlier this year. Now, Good was expected to make a major push to start this season. The Raiders had a lot of questions at guard prior to Good's surprise departure, and now it's even more intriguing. Right now it appears Lester Cotton and John Simpson are the leaders in the clubhouse to start. Rookie Dylan Parham is in the mix as well. Now the Raiders could also look to add at the position when teams cut players in late August. So that was one thing I did want to touch on right there. Denzel Good is retiring from the NFL. He will no longer be playing on our team. And what he actually said about our team in tweets, he said, "Thank you for all of your guys' support. It means a lot to see the love from all of you. This is one of the most difficult decisions in my life to make, and I make it wholeheartedly. I need this time to focus on things, and football, unfortunately, won't allow me to." Now, he continues to say that I still love this game and I feel like I have plenty left in me, but I just have to shift my time and focus on my family for the time being. Thank you to the @Raiders organization, my brothers, and the coaching staff for the support. and understanding. So that's what he had to say. And for real, like no joke, man, this is kind of devastating to me because we were looking so well at offensive line. With Richie Incognito retiring, I didn't feel like that was really a big loss. But with Denzel Good retiring, man, you know, in all actuality, man, this doesn't bode well. We really need as much veteran leadership on that offensive line than ever. And luckily, we've had dogs like John Simpson who have been digging in real hard, who have been learning the position. Now, from what I've heard today, Brandon Parker has taken Leatherwood's spot at the right tackle position. So it doesn't look like Leatherwood's doing too well throughout training camp. It looks like he's being beat out by Brandon Parker. So, I mean, when you say something like that, and we already know how we feel about Brandon Parker and how he's been on this team, and he's basically been a swing tackle this whole time with our organization, that he's beating out our number one draft pick from last season in Leatherwood at the position. Now, this isn't all I'm going to talk about because we had another injury happen. We've actually had a couple of injuries happen, but this one being the most notable. The free agent signing, Kyler Fackrell, is gone for the season after getting injured in training camp. It was either today or yesterday. Now, that is a linebacker right there that we really needed to make this squad. I mean, at least as far as I was concerned, man. We needed the dude. You know what I'm saying? And now he's gone. So we're going to have to bring in more depth, and we've already started doing so as a team. We've been bringing in guys for workouts. But in all actuality, man, this couldn't have happened at a better time with these injuries that are going down, with these question marks that we already had. See, and that's somebody I haven't even looked up yet, bro. You know what I mean? I haven't even looked him up yet, so I mean, I might do a video here a little bit later on about the key free agents that we could possibly get, but I can tell you this right now. There's going to be a lot of cuts throughout preseason. All right? August 4th is right around the corner. We're getting ready to do the Hall of Fame game. That is the start of preseason all on its own, and there are 32 teams who are going to have a lot of notable cuts. A lot of notable talent that we can bring in on this squad. So honestly, it could not have happened at a better time. It really couldn't have happened at a better time. It sucks that it did happen, but at least it happened now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's happening down week 6 of the season. It's happening now. And there are going to be more notable injuries and things like that that do end up happening. Luckily, we have the third highest cap at a little over $21 million in cap room, third highest in the NFL. So I'm really not worried about it, man. I'm really not worried about it. I think we'll be all right. I think that this is happening at the right time. It just sucks that it's happening, it just sucks that it's happening, period, man. But we've always got to account for injuries. Cleve Farrell also went down, which means that both of our backup defensive ends are down. Trayvon Mullen is still not off the PUP list. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there still are some notable injuries out there, the things that really need to be looked at. And we're going to have to address it. Luckily, it's happening now, though, to where we will be able to address it with that miraculous cap room we have and all this talent that's going to be cut throughout the preseason. Now, I'm going to make this short and sweet, Raider Nation, because I got another partner getting ready to hop online, man, Lunatic Raider, and I don't want to cut into his time at all. But I did want to talk about this because it made me laugh my balls off. It was something that needed to be done, and it's something that I definitely am going to talk about, especially since I didn't say anything about it when it first happened. Now, these are not DC's words. These are actually my words. But this is basically what DC told him. You need to slow your roll and watch your tone on how you talk to me. Now, everybody knows Paul Gutierrez ain't never been nothing but a clout-having, fucking beef-starting motherfucker that all he ever does is run his mouth, and all he's doing it for is likes and retweets. We got a few of these assholes who are working in mainstream media. These are the assholes on the reason why in the hell I even made this channel, so I can talk shit to these motherfuckers on my own platform, in my own words, and have these motherfuckers come and talk to me if they want to fucking start some shit. But I'm going to tell you right now, this dude ain't never been nothing but a butt puppet. Alright? The dude has no credibility except for the fact that he works for ESPN. But other than that, the dude ain't never been anything else but a Derek Carr hater. A Derek Carr hater. That's all this dude's ever been. Him and Josh DeBow. Alright? And they've sat there and they've spun their little fucking narratives and they've spun their little stats and fucking flipped it all around to try to turn the nation against each other about our quarterback. Well, our quarterback finally stood up for himself for the first time in 9 seasons against these NPCs is what I call them. Because all these motherfuckers do is survive on negativity. The negativity to them is what keeps them in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. That's real talk, man. Him and Josh DeBow have really never done anything else outside except for bash the Raiders, bashing Derek Carr especially to get their name bigger. Now, it's something that, you know, that it was one thing when I started this channel. I told everybody to question everything. But back when I was doing this, when I first started in 07, our team and organization was absolute fucking trash. Shit needed to be questioned. There was a lot of questions that needed to be answered, like, why in the hell did we not get a good quarterback? Why in the hell were we not spending the money that we were supposed to be spending, and why were we still listening to Al Davis when he was senile? You know? We've gotten past all that. We got a new stadium. We are in a new city in Las Vegas, and we've got a whole new regime in on this motherfucker who's going to make this team better. We don't have any time for negativity like this. Now, if they start fucking up during the season and they start tearing down, then sure, all the talks will come back. But at the very beginning of the season, when Raider Nation's hopes are very high, we do not need to listen to douchebags like this cocksucker right here. As a matter of fact, I might have said question everything, but there's no point into questioning everything right now when they've already done all the moves that the Raider Nation has asked them to do. Now, sure enough, we might have problems on the offensive line. But with the way that this offensive scheme works, and how I'm hoping that it's going to work, is that they're not going to have to block very long before we finally get one of our star wide receivers or tight ends open to hit them in the flats or hit them deep. And then pound the gaps with Josh Jacobs and Samir White and Kenyon Drake. Our defense looks worlds better than it's looked in years. I mean, if anybody's, look, that's the name of the channel, man. It's the Raider Critique. I am used to critiquing and bashing this team on a yearly and gamely basis, and I don't have the energy for it anymore, especially when they have done every single solitary thing that I have asked them to do. So we might want to talk about questioning everything, but we also need to talk about what are we questioning if we are questioning it. Especially if they have been making the right moves. And that's just all I got to say about that, Raider Nation. We need to preach unity, positivity, just like my boy over here, SC, talks about, man. Positivity. I have been humbled over the years. I've talked all my shit. And honestly, you know, I mean, from watching everything that I've seen over the years of doing this YouTube thing, man, for, hell, 13, 14 years. Man, I'm happy with this team. At least on paper I am. Now, of course, we haven't taken an offensive snap yet. We don't know what this team's going to look like, but on paper, we look superb. We look superb, and I think the AFC West, is, even with as good as this division is shaking in their boots by looking at this Raider team, offensively, defensively, and also through coaching. For the first time, I'm going to tell you and really mean it, trust the process. Because once we start winning, all these negative assholes like Paul Gutierrez and Josh DeBoe are going to fade away into nothingness. And cats like me are still going to be here. That's for real. Now I want to jump on over to another little piece, man. I want to jump into this little nugget over here. We got a new podcast that's getting ready to come out that's going to be hosted by Dirty Raider and our homeboy Lunatic Raider, Raiders Allegiance. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to happen 4 hours before kickoff on August 4th, right here on YouTube. And it's going to be one of the biggest Raiders roundtables that you've ever seen. We're going to have all kinds of cats in there, and yours truly is also going to be there. I am blessed and thankful that they would even ask to bring me on. And in all actuality, I'm humbled by that. Straight up humbled by that, man. These guys have reached out to me and treated me like family ever since I got back on here doing my thing again for the past 2 seasons. You know, and I'm going to go on a different note, man. And, you know, I'm going to talk unity, but I'm going to go on a different note about it. Now, if you look at nowadays, man, when it comes to us YouTubers, we get shunned by anybody else who does not view YouTube. All right? We got a lot of cats out there, mainstream media, talking shit about how us YouTubers use their information, about how we do our thing and using their stuff to make our shows. Well, you know, we wouldn't have had to do that for so many years if you assholes would have just called it right down the middle, instead of being completely biased against the Raiders all those years. You guys gave us an opportunity to create this platform for all of us to come together to actually give Raiders news and Raiders content that didn't have nothing but negativity back behind it like the mainstream media would do. And now there is a plethora of Raiders YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora of YouTubers, period. Hell, YouTube got so damn famous that these asshole mainstream media fucks started invading our platform. But don't think they care about us. They ain't never cared about us. They're pissed off and they're trying to take our views from us and take our platform from us to where they're the only voice talking about sports. That ain't gonna happen, man. Because all of us Raider YouTubers, for one, need to come together. We definitely need to come together because ain't none of those assholes pulling for us. Hell, you look at dudes like Jake Paul, a completely different style YouTuber, but he started off on YouTube doing games. Now look at him. Dude's getting boxing matches, homeboys in the motherfucking WWE. He made a name for himself just by doing YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And look at all the hate he gets. A self-made man. A self-made man who did it for himself, by himself, with the help of the rest of us people who get on here on YouTube and view these videos and share these videos and put them all over social media. We have to stick with guys like that because, believe it or not, he's one of us. All of us YouTubers need to stick together, and that's why I am so down with this Raiders Roundtable. I can't wait to get on here and talk with my brothers about all this and preach unity, preach positivity, because that's what we need. Understand, Raider Nation. Understand. All of us need to unite together, because be anybody outside of YouTube, if they're not with us, they are against us. And that's the bottom line, man. You got cats like Watts, Samoan Raider out here still kicking, man. Wi-Fi Willie, Docs, Dirty Raider, Sultan Mir, SC Experience, Captain Jack Rackham, OG Jack Daniels, Stuart fucking Schwaggart, an ex-Raider himself turned YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? We all need to be right here, man. We all gonna be, I don't know exactly how many people are gonna show up, but I'm pretty sure with as cool as Lunatic is, and with as cool as Dirty is, bro, there's gonna be a lot of YouTubers wanting to get on here, man, and I think we need to cut up like a family should. And we're gonna do it 4 hours before game time at this Hall of Fame game. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tune in. Go to Raiders Allegiance right here on YouTube. I've also got, this is his backdrop, so I took all of his backdrop and kind of blew it up to where you guys can see what time it's going to happen. How you can hit up these cats on social media, and also how you can find the YouTube channel. I've also got a link in the description that you guys can go straight to the link right as soon as the channel hits, man. So it's a must not miss. Definitely, if you are Raider Nation, and hell, if you're a Raider Nation YouTube content creator, man, come on, stop by Lunatic and Dirty Raiders' new podcast, man. So for real, that's all I got. I appreciate all y'all for coming in and saying hi, man. And definitely, for real, like no joke, I've got my patches on order just like I told y'all I was going to do. It took a little bit longer than I really wanted it to. But I am going through Raider Vic, the bad guy, in the state of Georgia to get all of my Raider memorabilia needs taken care of. Now, he's got a website also where you can get your own patches made, or even if you just want to get some custom patches made for your jerseys. You know what I'm saying? He does that. Now, once I start getting those patches made, man, we're going to start doing a subscriber push. I'm going to start giving all ex-subscribers and new subscribers my patches. And if you can get those patches, it'll get you in a drawing to get one of these badass Raider coins. Now, these are one of a kind, man. You're not really going to get them from very many people out here. Raider Mayo is sporting them. Oso Raider is sporting them. Raider Scream is sporting them. And, of course, your boy, the Raider Critique, has also got some, too. And I would love to get this in the hands of real Raider fans in the stadium. You see them eyes right there, bro? Those things light up under the light, bro. Could you imagine seeing that in Allegiant Stadium? All over the place, instead of cell phones, people holding these up with the lights, with the eyes lighting up. That shit would be badass, bro. And that's something that us Raiders do. Not only do we take care of the homeless and take care of our own communities, but we also take care of our brothers and sisters with Raider merchandise that you're not having to pay an arm and a leg for. And even paying for it, you're getting something authentic made by Raider Nation, for Raider Nation, and it's absolutely magnifique, man. And it's original. It ain't this fucking cookie cutter bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So go out there and support your local Raider Nation, man. Support your little Raider brother and sister, and go buy some jerseys. Go get some of these coins. You know what I'm saying? Hell, come in and be a new subscriber to where I can hook you up with a patch and put you in a drawing for one of these coins. You know what I'm saying? I still got a few cats. I got to get a few of these too, and I know I'm going to get some more. So, I'm going to have the hookup for all of you. All you got to do is hit your boy up, and let's get my subscriber count up. Now, for real, man, hey, it's late as shit. I want to go ahead and get on out of here. I want to make sure Lunatic, everybody go on over to Lunatic's channel right after this live, bro, and go show our support to Lunatic, man, and let's go ahead and enjoy what we got going on right now. Hit it with positivity, baby. Raiders, the Raider Nation, we back. And we are going to be a force to be dealt with this year. You can bet your ass on that. So just like I always say, I'm the Raider critique. And it's Raider Nation for life.